He serves as a co-chair of the Nano Business Alliance. He was honored as the world's sharpest venture capitalist on the cover of Business 2 version 2.0 and was chosen by the San Francisco Chronicle and San Francisco Examiner as one of the 10 people expected to have the greatest impact on the Bay Area in the early part of the 21st century. He was profiled in the New York Times Magazine and featured on the covers of Forbes and Fortune magazine. In 2005, Steve was honored as a young global leader by the World Economic Forum. And finally, it's a great honor to me to present the US Baltic Excellence in Innovation Award to Mr. Steve Jurvetson.
Thank you, Mr. Parts. I have to say I'm deeply honored to be here tonight. And thank you very much for the U.S. Baltic Foundation for putting this wonderful event on. Growing up in Texas, I never imagined I'd be sitting at the same table as the President of Estonia, and I can't imagine a greater honor in my life. The award for innovation really wouldn't be possible without freedom, and the other folks receiving awards tonight are more deserving than I could possibly be. Were it not for the freedom Estonia now sort of enjoys, the concept of innovation and moving forward as a great economy would not be possible. In fact, when I was growing up, the concept of Vaba Esti was a dream, and folks here tonight, some of whom I've met for the first time in person, have made that manifest. A distant relative of mine, Konstantin Pats, was involved with one of the first movements for freedom after the War of Independence, back after World War I, and helped with a simple notion of land reform to make a huge difference in the country. As time passed on and the Soviet regime came, as we all know, it was a dark period. And I hope, for those of you who haven't seen this, the film, The Singing Revolution, you can see that. It's incredibly inspirational. And if I may digress for 10 seconds for a brief plug, if you can, try to see it tomorrow. It'll have a huge impact on that film's ability to make a bold and audacious bid for an Oscar. A long shot, but one that could be helped if you go see it tomorrow, Sunday, between 2 and 7:30. And obviously that film celebrates the renewal of hope and the renewal of a free Estonia. And as a venture capitalist, we invest in startups and we invest in immigrants. And in a way, I sympathize with both. And as I look to Estonia, as I visited Estonia for the first time with my wife and then with my father on a couple occasions, bringing him for the first time back after 60 years of not having been there, I'm struck that the nation feels like that of a nation of immigrants. It's as if all of the young people in Estonia are immigrants back to their own homeland after an oppressive veil has been lifted and a wall of oppression. And that gives a sense of opportunism, a sense of hope, and a sense of unbridled world economic possibilities. As some of you may have heard, it's my father's 70th birthday, and I thought this was a wonderful event to throw on his behalf. And so if you have a chance, please wish him happy birthday. He's here trying to hold the camera steady. But it's quite a remarkable time for Estonia right now. I went back on a couple occasions for Skype board meetings and other meetings. We've invested as a firm also in Eugene out of Tartu, and continue to look for opportunities in the Baltic states. And what I see here is an opportunity that is unprecedented. If you think about it, companies like Skype or Eugene couldn't exist 20 years ago before the internet came around and exposed young fledgling businesses to global customers, be that consumer businesses or corporate businesses in the case of Eugene. And I think what you're finding, and we strongly believe in our firm, is that the power of entrepreneurship is globalizing. And it is democratizing in that it is no longer fettered by the boundaries and, if you will, the strictures of government. It's something that any smart individual can pursue. And I would dare anyone in the room to name where Hotmail was located or to name where Skype even paid most of their taxes. So, for those of you who think you know the Estonian story behind Skype, I'd be curious if anyone can name where they pay most of their taxes. These are truly global businesses serving global customers. And I think now more than ever, the opportunity for young, smart individuals to make a difference, to change the world and have an impact on the world stage is a blessing for Estonia. And the country will only be limited by the innovation and capability of its people, and that makes me very hopeful. Thank you.
By the way, again, a show of hands. How many of you have seen The Singing Revolution?